Hi everyone, this is Neasa Harrigan from the Green Party. With all the chatter the last few days about unity government and the Greens won't go into government, I wanted to give you a bit of an update about where we are, or where I am, on all of that. Look, the Green Party want to be in government, and here are a list of all the versions of that we would consider almost immediately. First on that list is a unity government, and that's because we're facing an unprecedented health crisis and an unprecedented crisis for the country, and we think that everybody rowing in together is the best idea. It's not a place right now for divisive politics, and if you're wondering how that would work, look at the last 2 weeks. Everybody did row in together, everybody made decisions and pushed legislation through because we knew that people needed it, and we don't really want to be arguing amongst ourselves right now. The second version of it is possibly a caretaker government. I agree with Ivana Bacik and some of the Labour members that there is a way to deal with the Shannon issue and keep the people who are there in place for the moment. I think the third version of that then is some kind of a stability arrangement or stability government where you would provide confidence in supply for a fixed amount of time so we can move out of this crisis. All three of those options wouldn't require a general election at the end of them. They just require that you put government formation off for 3, 6, 8 months perhaps, while you focus completely on what's best for people and what's best for public health. And then we can do government formation at the end of that. The final one, of course, is that if we had the time and it was appropriate to be discussing government formation, we would be prepared to talk to any party who's serious about climate action and sharing our goals around the housing crisis and the health crisis. From the other side of it, it seems that Fianna Fáil and particularly Fine Gael have ruled out a unity government. They've said no to caretaker. They have said no to any kind of version of stability with confidence and supply. They've said no to Sinn Féin. They've accepted what Soc Dems have said that they're out, and so they've said no to talking to the Soc Dems. I'm not really sure what Labour are doing. And therefore the only option that they're giving people is this very narrow choice of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael plus, it seems, the Greens, which has the coincidental effect of giving them the most amount of power for the most amount of time, and on the basis that that will be strong and stable. And I don't feel that it would, because as we move through this terrible crisis, out the other side, hopefully, we will still have a housing crisis, we will still have major questions to ask about the future of our health service, and we will still have a climate crisis. And we need a plan for those. And so to enter into government with no plan and no idea about how you're going to create a vision for the country isn't particularly responsible. So those are my thoughts. Other thoughts include, how are we ever going to thank the doctors and nurses and the people who clean hospitals and the people who are on tills in shops, and how are we ever going to thank them for putting their lives at risk for us right now? What am I going to do with 3 kids under 7 in my tiny house with no green space over the next 24 hours? We're all asking those questions, right? Look after yourselves. Bye.